Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to Canon Club right here on YouTube. Myself, Mekz, alongside the guy Paul. We're closing in on the
A
signing
bit.
of Zinchenko.
Yes,
I was
indeed.
busy at work today, and Paul hit me up saying that Zinchenko medical on the way. Like,
Bam. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. This is the transfer I thought was going to be more feasible. I think it's a better buy in terms of prem proven ready player. He's worked with Mikel before, so that's obviously a plus as well. He knows what he's doing. There is flexibility in positions. I guess the only issue is that is he coming in as centre mid, left back? But right now, I'm just gonna believe he's coming as a left back. And yeah, over the moon, 30 million for a proven prem player, bare PL trophies, bare other trophies. Yeah, the guy's 30, man. He's 30.
he's got the accolade. So we're going to lead with the Zinchenko story, talk a bit more about that in just a
Yeah.
second. Obviously, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that stuff. Um, but yeah, getting back to Zinchenko, like we said, the deal was agreed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, as you kind of told me earlier today, the medical is happening at some point in this week. Apparently, he's in America as well as
Yes.
Arsenal are. So all they're waiting on is maybe, I don't know if he's contracted to play London last match, or then he's going to fly back to the UK and get that done. I'm not too
Mm.
sure why business just can't be tied up in the States where
Brother.
is right now. But this is the option they're wishing to take, and I guess we just have to wait to see him. But
Mm.
the question is, like you said, is it left back or is it
Mm.
centre mid? This is the ongoing. Where are we actually playing this guy?
Yeah. I mean, just to say I agree with you, like medicals get done all over the gaff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You don't need to be in the football club. So I don't know why it's not done in America, and then let him just fly from whatever state to where we are and get this cracking. But it is what it is. Maybe they want to do some photos, press with him in the grounds, walking around, all that palaver. But either way, yeah, the issue is left back or centre mid. I mean, there is a bit of a worry because he is taking a step down that there must be some sort of assurances, whether that's first team football, whether that's, he gets a more regular starting berth in the team, or if it is, you know, I want to play centre mid. Left back is like a oh, if there's no other options, which I'm not totally against, but I can't see it. I don't know if he could be like a left eight. He's definitely not a six. He's more like I don't even know. He seems like I won't even say box to boxy. I don't know what type of midfielder. So again, I don't really know what we're getting if we went for him as a centre midfielder. But left back, I'm happy with that. Totally happy. We've spoken about that at some length about Tierney's deficiencies, and yeah, this is the sort of player we should be, and we are jumping on, and I'm happy.
this is he at 8? Is he a 6? Is he playing in midfield? This all sounds like science to me. Well,
Mm, yeah.
these links to him playing in midfield. I feel like I want to see some of these other
Mm,
guys we had spoken about, Tielemans and Paqueta. We're gonna speak about
mm,
Milinkovic Savic that was linked.
yeah.
These are the guys I want to see in midfield.
Yeah.
I don't doubt he can play there. I'm more than happy for him to fill in there, but I feel
Yeah.
the primary role has to be left back, and then all this other
Yeah.
stuff afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I mean, I think I don't know what Mikel has seen. He would know him more intimately in terms of what his abilities are. So I guess in a sense we just have to trust that if we do see him turning up in midfield more often than not, we have to just give it the eye test and see what he's saying. But he's not. I don't think he's overly small, but his frame was like doesn't really fill me with
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 midfield,
with midfield. Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't seem too zippy or dribbly. So again, I'm not too sure. But either way, I just think for the player that we believe we're getting 30 million. I think it's 30 million plus two in bonuses is a coup for a 25-year-old. That's good business. You
I'm
can't.
pretty sure I read today that he was Pep's first signing when Pep joined Man City.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I saw that on Twitter, which was crazy. I was like, really? Zinchenko. I was like, So I was thinking he must have inherited a lot more players than I thought he had signed.
Like, I'm trying to think who was there before him. Was it a Clichy or some other kind of
a young girl Clichy?
He was playing left back.
Maybe it was Kolarov, or did he sign Kolarov?
Yeah, no, Kolarov is too far back. Kolarov is too
far back. Okay, maybe
Kolarov was surely before Clichy.
Yeah, true. Actually, it must have been Clichy because I think Clichy won. No, it must have been a Clichy, but then.
But I
feel
maybe,
like
maybe some midfielder played at the left
back. Fabian Delph or something like
that. Yeah. Must have been something like that.
Zinchenko, let's get it done. I'm happy with the swiftness we've moved. This is what I was trying to see for Tielemans and all that stuff. So I'm happy at least that once the reports really came in that it was happening, it seems that a couple of days he's going to be in the door. So we move.
Yeah, 100. I mean, you mentioned Tielemans, so we might as well get into him. It's been said now that this deal of Zinchenko is done. He is high on the priority list. Arsenal chief Edu saying he's going all in for Yuri Tielemans. Like it's basically time to empty out the thing and stop wasting time on this deal. This is the deal that was like we've kind of been waiting on for the entire summer at this point. And it's just like everyone, other people are coming through the door, and this guy's here selling his house, probably living in a hotel right now. Trying to get his deal. I think he's come out and said he doesn't want to go to Manchester United. Arsenal is his destination of choice. So, Edu, the ball's in your court, mate.
I mean, I'm a bit saddened by the lack of multitasking. There's not a couple man you can just, because this one looks very straightforward. You tell a couple man, I'm sending my young buck to come and do the finer details, and then we'll link up for the photo shoot. Like, I don't know why this needs to be we focus on Zinchenko. I mean, again, I don't know the ins and outs, and maybe it adds that personal touch if you feel like Edu comes and personally talks to you and shakes your hand and gives you a pat on the back and says, welcome to Arsenal. But this one, the anxiety is there because I remember when Tielemans signed for Leicester before, was it from Monaco? And we were saying this is a sort of midfielder we should have been in for.
I could not believe that. Like, I know Monaco were going through financials and Leicester were and are still a pretty good outfit as a first Premier League destination. Not long removed from becoming Premier League champions when he would have went there. But definitely the kind of profile of player that he is Arsenal. Like
through and through
the direction we're going. So it didn't make sense why we kind of missed on that the first time round.
Yeah, but it seems that the reported fee I'm seeing is around 25 million, which I think is what they copped him for anyway. Some similar around in that range. So it's good value. This is amazing value for money. Again, 24, 25, Belgian international, good passing, can wrap it up. Wrap it up. I'm really not trying to see this one go past. I would say this week, but we're already hitting Wednesday tomorrow. So, and Zinchenko seems to be the priority. But I'm happy to hear that the reports are that we're still going for him. But I need somebody to be in the bushes and catch a picture of him at a hotel or something, or, need something a bit more concrete, because I can just see him all of a sudden, some other team swoops in because Arsenal took too long. And I've just got a bit too much scar tissue from Arsenal letting us down in the past. I'll be honest with you.
I've been very happy and content with how we've dealt with our business, the business we have done thus far. Obviously, very early in the window, we lost Bissouma to Tottenham, which it definitely called some questions. Like, how have they got him for that cheap? Where was Arsenal when we need this profile of player? If we lose Tielemans, this internet is gonna hear my voice, because that would be a complete disgrace. And so going back to the point that you made as to why can't we multitask on things? It's very confusing, because from all reports that have come out, Tielemans has basically agreed terms with Arsenal months ago. Like during the season.
Yeah.
So this is just a case of agreeing price now, which makes me believe are Arsenal waiting to just see where else they're spending money, and then whatever's left we put towards Tielemans. Like maybe
Yeah.
that's what the delay is, but
Yeah.
just get it done, Arsenal. This
I
isn't
ju-
this isn't a luxury player. Like, oh, it'll be
this
nice to
isn't.
have Tielemans. Like,
This is it.
we need this guy.
We
Like,
need
we
we
need him.
need the upgrade. And again, because the reports of that personal terms have been dealt with, that's normally the what do we even call it? The hill you have to climb over normally when it comes to these things. If you're just haggling a couple of million, I mean, just get it done. He's cheaper than all the other centre midfielders we've been linked to. So I'm really not understanding what the delay is. And you're probably picking hairs when you're saying you could maybe say Milinkovic-Savic is better than Tielemans, but again, it's not by a lot. It's not like saying it's flipping Lee Cattermole and Xavi or something like that. It's different. So
Even so, I mean, yes, we would all think, and maybe all kinds of intel stats, games that we play would lead us to believe Milinkovic-Savic is better than Tielemans. But Tielemans has done it where it counts. Tielemans has won an FA Cup. Tielemans, he scored a winning FA Cup goal.
Screamer.
He plays in the Premier League, the league that Arsenal play in. So even we all said, when the Milinkovic-Savic was linked, this could be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. But when it comes down to it, you're asking Arsenal fans, who would you prefer, Savic or Tielemans? People are picking Tielemans.
This is it.
Because of the sheer fact he's ready to go.
Ready to go. First game of the season, you can drop him in. It's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't need to adapt to temperature. He knows the players. He knows what this guy does and all that. No naivety. He's straight in there.
He knows opposition.
Yeah, he probably knows how we play to an extent. Yeah, so let's get it done, Arsenal. We've been shouting for this one for a hot second. Let's get Tielemans over the line.
It needs to happen. It definitely needs to happen because if he turns up at the Ops front door, bro,
especially the Ops,
whether it's Tottenham, whether it's Man United, that will be an utter disgrace. That might actually throw all this hard work they've done in this window so far just completely out the window.
Definitely.
Like, they would have to go and sign someone of the ability of Milinkovic-Savic 100%. If they fail to get Tielemans
the next day.
Yeah, and I'm still pretty much in the camp saying we still need two centre midfielders anyway.
Yeah,
the one that some may argue now that Zinchenko is one of them, but ultimately, I still need to see two centre midfielders walk through the door. In my opinion, Tielemans has got to be one of them because he's already in the country and all of that, committed to join, and then we can go and get one other from abroad. In regards to the other from abroad, we've mentioned Milinkovic-Savic. The other person being named in that situation is Paqueta. Apparently, the big old 65 million that Leon wanted it's either false or all of a sudden they're just like, hey, you man, just give us what you can and bust out. Because it's being reported by a lot of outlets that the money being asked as of last week or so has literally slashed in half. His price is 34 million. Arsenal are awake. Newcastle as well are awake. Obviously, this guy played in midfield with Bruno Guimaraes, which has turned up at Newcastle earlier this year. So that could be a partnership that he could renew. But this is now, I guess, an option in and around the ballpark of money Arsenal are prepared to spend for this guy. Again, the age profile fits, playing style fits, I suppose. That's why they're looking at him. For me, it's still Tielemans over these men. But in addition, I'm still singing, we need more centre midfielders. So I'll be happy if he came in addition. Milinkovic-Savic can come in if we lose to Tielemans. If we lose Tielemans, I don't think I'm satisfied with just signing Paqueta.
No, definitely not. I'm with you 100%. Paqueta is a nice +1. And I don't mean that into, obviously the price is still not, again, it's not dirt cheap, but it's still good for the quality of player. He's still got age on his side. Brazilian, I believe Brazilian international. Yeah. So, he's about it. Again, like I said, if this was Tielemans and Paqueta, I'd be like, okay, our midfield is looking now like we've got options. We've got rotation, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, if it's Tielemans or Paqueta, I'm sorry, it's got to be Tielemans. Paqueta can come through last day if he wants, roll through. I don't mind it. But yeah, again, I'm happy again that the price has been slashed, because I saw that 60 million euros and I was like, you lot are, for those numbers, sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's playing in a quote unquote crapper league, or a less strong league. So, you know, I think they were just trying to fleece some money. But, you know, a lot of these French clubs, apparently, I think, was it last year or maybe even a year and a half ago? I know their TV deal, they were having issues with their TV deal, and the money they were receiving wasn't really good in the French league. So I know there's not a lot of money circulating in that league if you're not PSG. So, you know, we spoke about it briefly about how the big teams need to move, and then the money filters down, etc. And Leon are thinking, boy, this one might be buy a couple 6 or 7 man from Africa to come and kick ball there or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'd be a tidy bit of business, but it's got to be. I could put this on the back burner. If he comes, cool. If he doesn't come, I'm all right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Paqueta screams to me of like, we've signed everyone we wanted to this summer. It's flipping 11 p.m. on deadline day, and we've got a spare 30 mil. Let's go get him.
Let's go get Paqueta. Yeah.
I'm not really convinced. I'm sure he is a good player, but I just feel the direction we are moving in now, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, you know, as we say, potentially Tielemans next. In terms of first team caliber guys, like these are names that are dancing on Donny's, like, with all due respect, Maitland-Niles and Bellerin's and our current, you know, backup players or squad players. Like these men that have come in, it's like we're resetting the bar.
Exactly, and this is it.
Yeah, it has to be. We have to continue in that fashion, because we're not ready yet as a club to then drop the bar and sign like a Paqueta. Like, everyone needs to come in at a level and fight for positions. You cannot go and start signing backup players, because right now we've got backup players and they're not very good.
Simple. I mean, for 34 million as well. Again, it's kind of like the Fabio Vieira. I know the age profile is slightly younger, but you can kind of see apparently it's on cheap wages and so on and so forth, you know, and we're seeing it as potentially a 10 replacement, where Paqueta plays in midfield predominantly. Midfield's already, it's not packed, but there are players who can play there. Smith Rowe drops in, Odegaard even at times. So, you know, we just need to increase the quality of the first team so the depth increases. So even if you get someone like a Smith Rowe who misses out, you're bringing in quality to replace quality. And yeah, so if we got that spare 30 mils, Paqueta, come say welcome, come chill with the gang, man. Come chill with the gang.
Even still, I mean, I may be being a bit harsh on Paqueta now, but I'm just thinking, there must be better options than Paqueta. Again, maybe even Premier League options for that kind of money that are available.
I mean, it depends. He's like an attacking 8. He's another attacking option. So I don't know if he's seen, maybe he's got good goal creating actions and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, just top of my head, someone for that price range is like a Basuma. But again, you'd say some people were arguing Basuma doesn't really fit our style of play. I mean, yeah, so, but there are definitely options, you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. We still got all of our players that we spoke about previously that we want to maybe get rid of at some point to create some, you know, increase the net spend and stuff like that, or decrease it, should I say. So we'll see how things go. Maybe we make an extra 20, 25 from some sales, and, you know, Paqueta can come through and come and enjoy it. But hey, I think there could be some better options.
There may be, and this may just be another case of Edu using his Brazilian connections to, you know, bring some of his countrymen to the club.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to strike out again though, because they did the thing with Willian, and I mean, I don't want to get into that signing, but obviously on paper, I always thought Willian was all right, but for the money, I was like, no way for the amount he was getting paid. But because it was a free transfer, it went that way. But since Willian, his Brazilian connections have been somewhat looking okay.
Yeah,
signings generally looking okay, right profile. So again, he's got the trust until he breaks it, really and truly. We shall see. we shall see. But I won't be crying if he doesn't come through the door. That's for sure.
So last but not least, one Brazilian that is already at Arsenal and is looking like he's staying despite rumours. Gabriel, our original Gabby. I know a lot have joined since then. But he's committed to Arsenal. Juventus want him. They've spoken about 25 mil, 29 mil, 35 mil. I think I saw 45 mil today. Matthias de Ligt, I think he's leaving the club. Which I don't know what the hell's gone on there, because he's a young player that should have went on to literally become the best centre back in the world. And if I'm right, is it Cellini that left earlier in the summer?
Yeah.
He's gone to America, kicking ball with Gareth Bale in LA. So yeah, Gabriel, it looks very appetizing. Obviously, offer for him to go play Champions League football. Juventus, probably the best team in Italy, fell short last year, but he looks like he wants to stay. He's buying into the project. I'm sure this is probably grounds for another pay rise. But I mean, seeing Gabriel leave would have literally, again, been another thing that would have just broken this entire project. Yes, Saliba's come in, and Saliba looks good. But no, this is one of the cornerstones of this team for the future, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he was our best centre-back last year. He's been solid, a leader. I mean, and just on a financial side, the bids they're coming in with, I wouldn't even look at them. Really, to be honest. I'm not saying he's worth that, but because of what he could be worth, and like you said, I think he is a cornerstone of this team. And I know we're in a different stage now where we're kind of getting this young talent and keeping them, and that maybe in the future a PSG or Real Madrid come in and they blow the bank out, and we'll say, you know what, we can't turn down that money. But I ain't seen turn down money yet at the moment. So, you know, right now 45, 50 at best, that's still not. It's not worth it, and there's no need to rush. He's still got years on his contract. So
it's air because we copped him for 30 mil, I'm sure.
Yeah, so, something like that. Yeah, 27, 30.
It sounds silly to say like 10 million profit isn't money, but in the scape of football, it's not really. We shouldn't sell Gabriel under any. As long as he's under contract, you're not going anywhere. Honestly, it should be a situation where we're talking about 70, 80 million, in my opinion.
Easy.
And this is 70, 80 million on the basis that, all right, we're going to try qualify for Champions League. If we fall short and this Champions League level player now wants to leave, that's the kind of money he leaves for.
He's going to,
it can't be anything less than 50 mil. Like, this
what I'm saying. It's not like he's on Lacazette or Aubameyang wages where if you get rid of him on top of that, you're freeing up like 10, 15 mil or something. You know, I don't even think I think he might be on 60 or something.
Yeah,
roughly, like you know, something that's not too bad. Yeah, honestly, unless they come and say, slap 100 M's down and bonuses, you know what I mean? I'm not hearing it at all. I'm happy anyway that the player seems committed. I've seen him doing some of the Arsenal pressers, and guy looks at home. Saw him with the new third kit on as well. It looks sick as well. Guy looks like he's enjoying. Let him stay for Arsenal for much longer. I think he's only getting started.
100.
Our big Brazilian Gabby. So happy with that.
He's got his people them around him. Obviously, like we said, Martinelli, Jesus, the gaffer upstairs in Edu. Looking to bring in more Brazilians. He's been playing for us now for 2 years. The guy seems at home. It looks like he just wants to kick on with his football, keeps his head down. Man tried to come and rob him and all that. Man fisted up, man. So life is good, man. We just got to keep him happy and obviously do the business on the pitch to keep attracting good players and keep the ones that we have. So
that's it. Yeah,
that's where we are. Before we finish off today, have you seen the trailer come out for
Brother, I was just gonna say that. I seen it, bro, and I was just like, it's looking a bit spicy still.
Fam, my heart sunk. Like, I was just scrolling on YouTube and I saw it there, and my heart literally sunk. Like, I watched it. And obviously all cinematic and all that. It looks all good. Like, it's out as of 2 weeks' time, I think. So obviously, right here, Cannon Club will do a review of it as we go through the episodes. But are they about to embarrass us?
Man, did you see the little pit there's a scrapping on the training pitch? Passion.
This club, bro. This
Oh
club.
man, I think it's going to be emotional, because I just keep thinking every time I'm going to get to the end, and I'm going to remember that we didn't qualify for top 4. We didn't win anything, and it's just, it's a disappointment. But it'll be interesting at least to see the highs and the low, see what Arteta's like with them, see what the players are like, and what the personalities. It'll be interesting insight, but it would have been nice to just have a bit more gloss on the end. But looking forward to it.
Controversial opinion. I still kind of stand by this. Us qualifying for the Europa League is a necessary step in the process. I feel like the jump to Champions League and the pressure that would have come with that would have been insane, and then we would have still been asking to qualify for top 4 this year as well. I don't know.
I mean, you make a good point, because it is true. I think we would have had to be. Everyone would have known we would have been out here trying to get quality, and enough depth to play them Tuesday, Saturday. And it's not like a rotation, not like how we'll be doing it this year, where we could practically rotate a new 11 in if you wanted to.
You can't do that in Champions League,
and we wouldn't be used to that.
By Dynamo Kiev.
You know what I'm saying? These players, just about, some of them maybe remember. How long have we been out of Europa? Is it 2 seasons now or 1?
Europa, just the 1 season.
Just the 1 season. So, I mean, they're still not really used to playing that 2 times a week. It's been very on and off-ish and stuff. And again, because of the rotation, a lot of players were still playing 1 game a week, or, until the latter stages of the Europa League. So, I think it would be a lot. But I just think because it was so close, you just kind of feel like, we should have got it. It wasn't like we were 7th and then we got up to 5th. We were 4th for time. So,
it would have been nice, and we can see by the quality of the guys we're still attracting now that we would have, if these guys are still going to be the targets, even if we're a Champions League team, it would have looked good. But it's just beyond that, it's the pressure on younger boys. That have never been here before. Some of these men haven't even played in Europa League because of when they came to the club and stuff like that. Or they haven't had a solid run, playing, like you said, haven't had a solid run playing twice a week at this level. Now you're asking them to play in the premier European competition, as well as still finish top 4 in the Champions League.
It could have gone.
It's a lot. Like, as fans, I know we demand this and we want it, but it is a lot to ask for.
True.
Like, for a team that not even would have confidently qualified for Champions League, we would have scraped it.
It's true.
We scraped it and got in.
It could have set us back because, especially nowadays in Europe, these like middle of the road teams, these Villarreals, as we know very well, and Betis and all these other teams are they got some ballers there who could cause us problems. You go away to some of these places and it's not easy. I wouldn't say it was easy before, but we had the pedigree, we had the know-how, where now we don't. So let's hope that Europa League is just a warm-up. We can win the thing, or at least we have to win the thing. I want us to win.
I think that the story arc of failing to qualify for Champions League and finishing 5th is much better if this season we win Europa League, qualify for Champions League through doing that, and Champions League anyway through the Premier League. I think that then it's all justified, sort of thing.
100%.
And then we know we've got that, taken that stepping stone. But obviously the season hasn't even started yet, so we're still a well away from there.
Baby steps.
We're still trying to see a man like Zinchenko come through the door and where he's asked officially. So a bit of business for you to wrap up on this end first. But good talking all the transfer news with you guys. Obviously, we're trying to keep the socials updated, everyone. So obviously follow Cannon Club, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram to get more up-to-date updates on what's going on with Arsenal. And we have a match later on this week. Is it Orlando on Saturday or Sunday?
I want to say Saturday. I'm literally running to it. It is Thursday.
Thursday in 2 days' time.
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay, cool. And is it one
Okay,
of these
yeah.
mad timings?
Yeah, so it's saying kickoff 7:30 local time. So I think it'll be again that midnight somewhat showing again. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
We can try pattern something
yeah.
for that. And yeah, you might see us back on YouTube again this week if we get the Zinchenko deal done over the line or anything else. Paul, anything to add before we get out of here?
No, let's get Zinchenko and move swiftly onto Tielemans and let's pump Orlando. I'm trying to see the same similar showing to Everton, but more goals. Hopefully, you want to see some goals flying in. I want to see that the team's got the ability and not just against Nuremberg.
Gonna trust. We're treating Tielemans like a side chick right now. We need to
Yeah, for real.
we need to own him still.
For real.
Cool. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.